do you build that narrative to encourage people to still go for digital solutions?
So, so one of the best things we did was, and the pandemic basically helped us quite a lot. Um, when the pandemic kicked in, a lot of us had our families to practice this narrative on, actually, because we didn't want them to go out. We didn't want them to expose themselves to any physical risks, etc., and so forth.
Right.
Being that a lot of us were in various parts of the world, and the quality of healthcare varied
Mm-hmm.
from place to place. So what we would basically do is we practice the narrative with them. We say, why don't you go into digital banking? You don't need to sit in your car, go to the branch, withdraw money or a physical ATM, etc., and so forth. What if you get exposed to XYZ, etc., and so forth? So so what we basically did was, it also gave us a good insight on how we can basically improve a
Right.
process. For example, like a workflow is, what kind of services would we want to provide? If I was somebody who was stuck at home, or if I was somebody who was a very introverted, and I didn't like going out, how could I still avail the same quality of banking services?
Right.
So the introduction of innovative products, and this would be like, we would talk to our partner institutions, or we talk to our clients as well, and we basically ask them, like, what if you wanted to introduce, for example, instant auto
Right.
financing, for example. Let's say I am somebody who has a lot of capital, and I am very I want to take the leap forward, and I want to basically invest in a mortgage, or I want to basically invest in real estate.
Mm-hmm.
The As per typical protocol, and I'm speaking an example right now, but I would have to go out. I'd have to speak to a real estate agent. I'd have to go view some properties, or at least get a glimpse of what I'm getting myself into. And then I'd go through a different protocol for applying for financing, and then various submission of documents, etc., and so forth. And to date, this is how it happens. This is how
Right.
all of this happened. So what we basically said was, this is, how about we propose the workflow, and you tell me if it's right or wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and then we fine tune it together. We go to the regulator, and then we fine tune it some more until finally we get the green light, and then we release it. And then voila, you have the first digital banking proposition in a country or a region that is allowing
It
people
is a
to.
collaborative effort at the end of the
Absolutely,
day,
it has to be. It has to.